Now I have the pleasure of introducing our student speakers representing the class of 2017. Joining us today are Jonna Minogue from the College of Liberal Arts and Micah Coleman Campbell from the Theological School. Jonna Minogue is a great representative of the CLA class of 2017, a neuroscience major and an active member of her class. She's also been a star goalkeeper on the Drew women's lacrosse team. Give it up for the lacrosse team. She's volunteered with Homeless Solutions and at Morristown Memorial Hospital, has been a Baldwin Honors Student, a Civic Scholar, a Presidential Scholar in the Arts, and a RISE Scholar. Jonna also traveled to Chicago to present research at the Society for Neuroscience annual meeting, to New Orleans to rebuild homes destroyed by Hurricane Katrina, and to Los Angeles to play lacrosse. In reflecting on her Drew journey, Jonna concludes, "I got to step out and to make a difference. Use my voice and start conversations across the country in places I had never been before." Much like Jonna, Micah Coleman Campbell is also a tribute to what Drew University represents. In addition to earning his Master of Divinity from the Theological School, Micah sought out learning experiences that challenge and deepen his ministry, including a prep course at Northern State Prison and a cross-cultural trip to El Salvador. He reports that Drew encouraged him to do the work of justice even when it is difficult or intimidating. In recognition of his considerable promise for pastoral ministry, he has received the Franz Hildebrand Award for his work at the Chatham Unitas Methodist Church and a John Heston Willie Prize for excellence in preaching. Micah will now bring his scholar pastor gifts to 2 churches in Lake Hopatcong, New Jersey area. I'd like to thank both Jonna and Micah for joining us today to share their thoughts with their classmates and with all of our guests. Please welcome Jonna, followed by Micah, to bring greetings from the class of 2017.
Thank you, Madam President. Millennial. Man, I hate this term. When we refer to millennials, we tend to think of the lazy, self-absorbed kid who would rather check their Instagram pic their Instagram pic they posted at the gym with 3 filters that has a good like-to-minute ratio, rather than assert themselves toward their career. We may laugh, but this is how society sees us. We're a joke, and I believe that it's time for a change. How can we eradicate this lazy, narcissistic, Generation Y perception? I believe we can slash those stereotypes by simply doing a case study of our little school in the forest. Drew University students are not your typical millennials. Our class alone has been filled with students who are making a difference. We've been to Wall Street, but we've also been to the UN, Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, Central America, Appalachia, New Orleans, DC, and beyond. We've left our marks on these places, and we will continue to. We have volunteered, learned, and grown. We have won competitions with our teams and groups, earned scholarships, published articles on our studies, tutored, been civically engaged, and protested for our rights. We have seen success and failure every step of the way. We are athletes, scholars, artists, and scientists, and we're just getting started. At Drew University, we learn to keep moving forward when faced with failure. Our experiences in the forest are not all the same, but there is a common thread in what we've become: persistence. Our memories here are all unique, but now we share this in common. We are all faced with a few bumps in the road, but at the end of the day, the fact that we are all sitting here together shows no matter how many times we've failed, we've made it, and we will keep moving forward. I don't know about you, but I'm done with the old definition of millennials, which leads me to Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers, the book we all read freshman year. I'm starting to think that we had that book for a reason. We are not like other millennials. We are the outliers. Based on my observations, we are not lazy and self-absorbed. We're focused and ready determined to succeed even if it means failing a few times first. So I say we rename ourselves Generation Drew, and as the first official class, I am making some requests to help shatter the old perceptions of millennials. To my friends in the arts, show us and the world who we are through poetry, novels, music, painting, and more. Tell our story. Remind us that each person's life is important. Do not let money or fame define your success. Your success comes when you use your amazing talents to share the common experiences of humanity. To my friends in the humanities, help us connect to each other. Our stories share similar themes of success and failure, but we took different paths to get here. You can help us appreciate and value those differences. The world may try to tear us apart, but we need you to remind us to stay together and that we are much greater than the sum of our individual selves. To my friends in the social sciences, help us understand what we're experiencing. You keep us thinking about the world and prevent us from destroying each other. Given what's going on in the world today, I promise you will not be bored. To my fellow science geeks, explain what's happening. Let's conduct research, collect data as we learned in Drew to help and heal people. Use your knowledge, which you've accumulated over the past 4 years at Drew, to keep building and exploring. To my friends going into education, this is a difficult task. You will be responsible for molding the next generation. Remind them it is okay to fail. Do not hand them success, but rather guide them to move forward from their failures. Remember that they will be sitting in these seats next. To my friends who feel they do not fit into one of these categories or have no idea what happens after we throw our graduation caps in the air, you have the most important job. Never give up. Do not go home today and spend the next 10 years in your parents' basement playing video games. You've made it this far and you too will make a difference. Do not quit. Volunteer, go see a play, visit a new country, go experience new things, and do not stop until you've not only found what makes you happy, but makes a difference in the world and yourself. Finally, to everyone enlisted or enlisting in the armed forces, your courage protects what we do and all of our success. We may not all feel proud to be Americans, but for one reason or another, you have protected our rights to that feeling, so thank you. As I end this speech, I ask my fellow classmates to join me and stand as one. Instead of applauding me or any on the podium right now, I would ask you all turn and applaud those in the audience today. Look out at your parents, grandparents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, pets, friends, professors, advisors, colleagues, fiancés, significant others, teammates, and anyone else who has come here today to help create Generation Drew. Generation Drew is not lazy, because we will be standing, not narcissistic, because we will be applauding you and not ourselves. And we are not done after this moment. Every single person who is on this campus today, watching from live stream or from up above, has made this incredible generation that's going to go out into this world and make a difference. Congratulations to Drew University's class of 2017. Thank you for every success and failure you've accomplished over these past 4 years. Remember to keep moving forward. Failure is the path to success. You will not wait, but you will work through those tough moments until you find success and happiness. Today and every day you will persevere. Together, we have become Generation Drew. Thank you. And now, I would like to welcome Michael Coleman Campbell to the podium.
Thank you, Jana. Thank you to the president, the deans, and the trustees. Thank you especially to the faculty of the theological school. You have made a deep impression upon me that I hope never fades. Thank you to the staff, particularly of the library, but of the wider university. This whole thing falls apart without you, and I don't just mean the pageantry of today. There are many more thank yous I can make, but we haven't the time. So to my friends and family, I would just say that I love you, and you are precious to me. Graduates, this morning 1,000 thoughts and feelings flutter across our minds and our hearts. But perhaps the scariest thought of all is that we are not here by luck. We are blessed to be here, sure, and we cannot discount the various privileges that have helped us get to this point, but it was not luck that brought us here. It was not luck that raised us from infants to adults. It was not luck that drilled into us new concepts and ideas week after week. It was not luck that refused to give up on us when we had given up on ourselves. It was not luck that fueled our drive to learn, write long papers, and master incredible talents. It was not luck that held us in their arms when we broke down. It was not luck that sustained our spirit when all else failed. It was love. It was love. It was love that came both from within, a love for learning, for growing, and for the person we hope to become. And it was love that came from others, perhaps from our parents and siblings, from friends, teachers, mentors, sometimes strangers, and all the time God. It was love that brought us here. And of course, a million other factors played a part, among them hard work, determination, and a lot of financial assistance. But above all else, it was love. Which is both what is so wonderful and so frightening about this day. Were we here by luck, chance, or random happenstance, we could just brush off this moment as if we didn't care, as if it didn't matter, as if this degree doesn't come with it a whole host of unwanted pressures. But we'd be lying if we said it didn't. We carry not only our own high expectations, hopes, and dreams, but those too of our friends and family. We tremble at the thought of wasting their love, of coming up short of expectations, of failing them in any way, for we know how much they've given to us, and we fear we owe a debt we will never be able to repay. I will save you the trouble and tell you now you won't be able to repay this debt. Not because the love given to us is too vast and immeasurable, it is, but you won't repay it because love is not a loan, and love keeps no ledger. The countless acts of love that helped bring you to this moment were gifts freely given. So hear this good news. You are free. Free to do with your education as you see fit. Free to achieve your dreams and free to fail miserably. Free to lay down your life for others, but also free to shirk that great opportunity. Free to follow the path expected of you, or free to choose another. The path you choose may not square with your friends' and family's expectations, but that was the risk they took in loving you. And given the option, I'd wager that they take that risk on you again and again. Graduates, take a look around you again and take this moment in. Days like today give us a glimpse of a great love which we may never fully fathom. Today is a hint that we are loved more widely and fiercely than we dare imagine. And this greatest love is humbling but was never meant to be a burden. So leave this place relieved. Set forth from here into your future, leaving behind the weight of great expectations, thoughts of failure, and the fear of letting others down. Leave behind who you thought you had to become and simply be, to the best of your abilities. Trust your instincts, trust your learning, trust when you feel the Spirit moving, and trust that that will be enough. Countless friends, families, and teachers already do. Thank you and congratulations.